Hello everybody and welcome to a very late stream of Gothic, but a late stream is better than no stream. I've decided that I do have some time today. I mean, it's gonna make my meat marinating quite bad, but oh well.
Ah, you again. So, you actually managed to get into the upper quarter. There are some things you must heed here. Otherwise, you will wind up outside as fast as you got in here. You're only allowed to enter the merchant's buildings. You can recognize them by the signs over the door.
And there's more.
Hey,
Just so there are
Catelyn.
no misunderstandings. The other buildings belong to important citizens. There is nothing there for you. As a member of the militia, you also have access to the rooms of the paladins. But your quarters are still in the barracks. The important citizens of this town live in this quarter. So treat them with respect. Do we understand each other?
Sure.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Where can I find Lord Hagen?
He's in the town hall, at the end of the upper quarter. But you will not be admitted there without a good reason.
It was just like you said.
Same old thing.
Has anything
Over
exciting
again.
happened lately?
You should know that best.
I don't know why
As a
you
member
get
of the
so
city
worked up.
guard, it's your task to see to law and
Same
order.
old thing. All over again.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
That's the truth.
Okay. So strength shouldn't be the main thing that I'm raising. It should be dexterity. Am I gonna be using a bow? Or is there like dexterity-based weapons?
What do I have to do to get armor like yours?
How can you even think of being allowed to wear the armor of a paladin? Only a few militia soldiers, those who have performed extraordinary deeds, have been granted that honor so far. If you want to be a paladin, you have a long road ahead of you, my boy.
It had to happen sooner or later.
Well, we do have some quests in the quest log. Ooh, that's nice. I'm gonna try and talk with Hagen first, and then we're gonna turn around and try and figure out what the quests want from us, because they did like
Don't tell me.
casually ask about things.
The things I could tell you. Nothing.
Like I casually
Halt.
talked about.
Only men who are in service to the king may enter the town hall.
I need to speak to Lord Hagen.
Do you know how often I've heard that? You can't go in. If you try anyway, I'll have to kill you.
Okay, well in that case, let's finish the chapter off, shall we? Let's see, so what is there to do? Strange fellow with eye patch wants to get into the harbor city. I hope I didn't sell my old clothes. No, I did not. That is good.
That will never change.
Well, time to help a criminal. It's not like they're gonna stop me now. I mean, I'm wearing the militia outfit.
I wouldn't be so sure. Is it really
There's
true?
probably a few quests that I have just ran past and know nothing about. But there are a few about the ones that I do know about. Yeah, I will, but I'm gonna deliver my outfit first. I kind of forgot which way is the farm, though.
You didn't get that from
Well, I don't know how many. I don't know how many there is, Victor, so yes, a few. Hello.
About the city guards.
Yes, got an idea?
Well, I'm no longer using them.
They should let you pass if you're wearing these farmer's clothes.
That's just what I need. Man, I knew I could count on you. Nobody will bother me disguised as a local yokel. Excellent. You did really well. Here's your promised reward.
What? 50 measly gold coins? You can't be serious.
Gold isn't everything, my friend. take them for now. I have the feeling that we'll be seeing one another soon. And who knows, maybe I'll return the favor. Look after yourself.
Yeah, okay, I'll run all the way back. I mean, I don't mind doing some questing and exploration. I'm just literally bumbling through the game. So unless I know how to do a quest, I don't, you know, finish it. He's a completely inconspicuous farmer that has lost an eye. That's completely normal. Let's save here. Actually scroll down this time, just in case I mess something up horribly wrong, or I need to restore a save file. Fine. I never understood, like, leaving stuff for the statues. I mean, statues can't really use it. So you could be like, I offer this as a sacrifice, but then just take it back. Well, one thing that I'm getting for running all the way back here is a lot of plants. And I like plants. Well, this isn't exactly the waterfall, but just in case I missed something in the middle of the forest. Here's Cavalorn, just enjoying his lovely fire in front of a bandit cave. You know, nothing to see here, normal day, just as usual. Aw, sheep! I like that sheep. Ooh. A mushroom? A bug?
Nothing to plunder. Nothing there.
Oh, I kinda like how he goes, ah, nothing to plunder. Now we have a scroll of some sorts. Not a mushroom? Ooh. I don't feel like I've explored the full cave yet, so let me just come back here in a little bit. I still have a branch of it to stare at. For you see, Victor is telling me that I'm lacking experience, so we are going on an adventure. Today it's adventure time. that was the branch that I was missing. Ooh! Free gold!
Nothing to be had there.
I mean, it used to be like in a chest, but if I found it, it is mine. Yeah, I noticed that, like, everybody keeps on asking money from me, and I'm just like, but I don't have any money! Reminds me of reality a little bit. Except that it's a lot more embarrassing in reality when you're like walking down in Manchester and you're just like dodging beggars. And you feel so bad, but you literally have like nothing to give. And if you give some P-coins, oftentimes they just get insulted and it's like, mate, I use those to buy stuff at the store. And I have where to live. Well, a lot of them are like swindling the system, and oftentimes they even do have like places to stay. But you still feel bad. Like, you see a person just sitting in the street asking for money, you're not gonna like feel very good about, you know, ignoring that. Especially when others will be like, oh wow, what a heartless bitch, she totally ignored that. And it's like, you do not understand, I passed like 100 of them to work. I don't know why, but this corner in the game in particular sounds like a helicopter. Oh, it's Lester!
Really? Man, am I glad to see you.
Lester, how did you get here?
That was a crazy escape. After the barrier exploded, I wandered around the area for a while in total confusion. Then I spent days fighting my way through these woods until I finally found this valley here. Diego, Milton, and Gorn are still in the Valley of Mines. At least, I think so.
How long have you been hiding out in this valley?
I don't know exactly. A week, maybe? But there's one more thing. When I came here in the evening, I took a look up on the mountain, and there were only a few trees there. And when I looked the next morning, that tower was there. I could have sworn it wasn't there before. Since then, I haven't left the valley.
You mean Xardas' tower? I knew he was powerful, but creating a tower just like that...
Xardas the Necromancer? He lives in that tower? I don't know if I like that.
Don't worry. He's the one who rescued me from the Sleeper's Temple. He's on our side.
That sounds like a very, bad information to share, considering that Xardas was all like, please don't tell anyone that I'm alive. And we're like, oh, Lester, Xardas is alive. He lives in that tower over there. That being said, a random guy, just taken from the ruins by Xardas and being told go to the city and retrieve this thing, managed to just kind of waltz into the city, so everyone else should kind of have no issues.
What do you know about the area?
If you keep going down that way, you'll come to a farm. The city starts a little way beyond that, but be careful. There's not just wolves and rats hanging around here. There's goblins and bandits too.
I mean, I did just clear out a cave.
What happened?
After the Sleeper was defeated, the entire Brotherhood lost their minds. Without their master, they were all just empty husks.
And you? What about you?
It was the same for me. I had nightmares and even hallucinations. But once my head was more or less clear again, I ran for it. Once, I thought I saw a huge black shadow pounce on a group of fugitives and burn them all up in a giant cloud of fire. At that moment, I really thought a dragon had come to kill me.
Did you see anything else?
No. I took to my heels and ran.
You need to tell Xardas about the shadow. It could be important.
You don't think it was my imagination? You mean there really was a...
Dragon, yes.
You're getting into the thick of it again, am I right?
I shouldn't say in the thick of it. Not yet.
Well, good. If it's so important, then I'll go see him. But not now. For the moment, I'm going to rest. I'm still exhausted after the escape from the penal colony. I think you've got big plans. I'll see you later at Xardas's.
Not only did we tell him that Xardas is alive, we sent him, like, right to him. So it's like, hey Xardas, I'm the unnamed hero's buddy here. He told me to come on over and hang out at your place. And you would be like, wait, what? After a while, there's just like 20 men just standing in Xardas's tower. He's like, I want nothing to do with this. I hate these flies. I do. Like, in the first game, I feel like they were less dodgy motherfuckers.
Nothing there.
And rats. Let's try not to get murdered by a common rat again. That is not my proudest moment in games. What did I say about getting murdered by common rats, me?
Nothing to be had there.
We didn't really have a lot of our own curses, we just used a lot of the Russian ones, and I got taught manners not to use them. I remember that a Russian swear word sounded very close to our word pancakes. And children used to say swear word, then the end of the word pancakes. Try and pretend not to be swearing, and parents used to absolutely despise that. You could get a good whooping for that. You see, I find English swearing to be easier because there's less added stigma about it. Like, culture seems to accept you being a potty mouth if it's in the right places a lot more. Ah, a sword.
Nothing to plunder.
So that was the rat cave. We're less than 1,000 XP from leveling up again, so that's kind of nice.
Nothing there.
Well, I mean, we did just send Lester to Xardas, so that's probably a good idea. I'm gonna assume that he's just gonna, like, hang out around this bush until we do get to Xardas' place, then he's gonna be like, "Hi! I was here all along!" I'm just like fine-tooth combing this alley though, just in case. Because, you know, you're like, no, you're getting behind on XP, so I'm like, time to turn into XP-hungry maniac mode. Everything is XP and everything is mine. Worked pretty well in the last game. I mean, at one point I had to go around and slaughter half the forest, and that turned out pretty well. Except, of course, that we spent the session slaughtering half the forest. But never mind that, I felt kinda OP at the end. So I was satisfied with my XP gain. Anything? Of course there's something interesting. Always check in nooks and crannies. Yeah, I know. Haven't found anyone that carries pans except for that first one that I sold to the lady, though. So what you're saying is that, uncooked meat can be bad for you in this game? In that case, whoopsie daisy. God damn it, you guys and your knowledge about where's what in this game. It's like, oh, don't worry, she'll locate a pan. Remember that pan over there in that nook and cranny? Oh yes, I've only visited that place 1,000 times before. That is a lot of stuff. That is a full-on pile of stuff. I mean, I never say no to a stuff, but damn, that is stuff. Let's see if this game is better with me taking out weapons. Oh, yeah! This game seems to not just stick with me taking out the wrong thing at the wrong time. So I can have multiple things equipped, I think. Yeah, I liked the spells. I mean, I tried a couple of wolves the last time and that was really nice. I like those really big mushrooms that they call digger's meat. They're great for your health. Is there anything that I missed? Now that you asked! Now I know where to go! I will when I finish talking to Xardas' cookie.
Hey, you!
I will never get bored of his way of getting attention of people. Hey, you!
Why is the Circle of Fire not supposed to know about you?
I used to be a high member of the Circle. Even then, I suspected that demon magic might be the key to the magic barrier. But I could never have convinced the other members of the Circle to follow this path. So I left the Circle in order to study the black arts. That is a crime for which the fire magicians, the ordained of Enos, the ever good and virtuous, will accept no excuse. They are certain that I'm still alive, but they have no idea where to find me, and that's a good thing too.
I mean, we kind of knew most of this stuff from the old game, but exposition's always nice.
Where can I find better equipment?
The closest place where you can get better weapons and armor is the city of Khorinis. But down in the valley, you can find some healing herbs that will help you if you get injured in a fight. See the lake right in front of my tower. A secret passage leads to the valley from there.
So what should we do next?
We shall proceed as planned. There's no other way. You can go get yourself the Eye of Enos, and I shall keep looking for answers.
Where exactly are we?
As I already said, near the city of Khorinis. I have rebuilt my tower here.
But it's only been a few days since we last saw each other in the Valley of Mines.
The servants I summoned to build my tower have done a thorough job.
You can say that again.
I am amazed. I am amazed that, he just built the tower, like, right outside the city, and nobody was all like, that seems like a bit suspicious. Something beasts and creatures. Probably advice. I feel like that book should have given me the ability to just get loot from blood flies. I kinda hope that he's memorizing this information. Because some of them is like good advice, like, hey, potion of dexterity, you make it this way. Okay, and that's an empty chest. So to explore behind the tower, one of you wants me to jump from a tower? Here? I tried to land on that ledge that's like right beneath me, but my character was just like, nope. Ooh! Squalls! Wait, did developers anticipate people just jumping off towers? Well, we got the scroll from here. Sidewall of the tower. Do you mean after I get off this rock, or do you mean like over here on this side? Good, good. I get to climb down then. Carefully. Very carefully. I nearly slipped off. Ooh. Oh, so F is the have a look-see mode, isn't it? And in here we can have a look-see. Ah, he's just eating a block of cheese. I feel kind of bad because I feel like I'm just like looting him. And he's a friend. Yeah, I will. I will steal from a friend. nice that you guys are like modifying this kind of an old game. That's a pretty nice thing to do. Just keep the game alive.
Nothing to plunder.
I'm gonna go in and plunder the rest of them because I haven't, I think. I feel like I'm just like completing the game, and then Victor is just here like, no! Lick the level clean! Lick it clean, goddammit! A whole bunch of games deserve to stay alive. It's like, normally you just move on to the next one, and kind of mistreating story and history, isn't it? It's kind of like being done with dinner and then your mom goes, no, eat your greens. And you're like, yes, Victor, I will eat my greens. Speaking of greens, fish soup, because why not? But okay, named NPCs at the lower part of the town, yes? Then we will suffer together. Especially when I will run out of like XP or start performing really badly, and then we're just gonna be like, eh! Performing really badly together now.
Nothing there.
Well, I missed a bug. So there's that. Don't say that, because this mouse has been quite sturdy so far. I don't want to lose it. I go through mice far too fast and far too often. So when there's like a mouse that just continues living, I'm all like, oh, praise this mouse.
Nothing to plunder.
You say that, but Oblivion was pretty huge, and I think I know that game as the back of my hand. That may have been the reason, because I didn't have a lot of games in my childhood, and I ended up completing every single quest like numerous times over, including the one about finding all the Nirnroot. And that was literally running around every little puddle in the game multiple times, just in case you missed one. Morrowind honestly annoyed me a lot more than this game. I feel like I can do combat better in Gothic games than I can in Morrowind, for the simple reason of Morrowind is very, very, very stat-based. Stop doing that! You just make me walk around fences all day long. It's like somebody tunes in and we're gonna be like, hello and welcome to walking around fences. Got it. Well, we were looking for a plant. Victor was absolutely certain that I passed one, so we kind of walked around in circles until I found one.
I don't know why he gets so worked up. Is it really true?
Remember, we are licking the world clean.
That was quite obvious.
Also, that man looked really, really magical for a little while. Because it looked like the sparks were flying from his head. We found it. It was a meadow. I do like the fact that I can just use his bed. It's like living at Diego's place all over again.
Order and chaos were now unequal, and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human. And Enos, in his wisdom, did so.
I'm half tempted to go, hello, any quests? What water pipes guy?
That's what I've always said.
There's a water pipes guy?
That's not what my husband thinks. That's not what I heard.
I'm so confused.
I can't keep anything to himself.
Welcome, stranger. My name is Baltron. Have you come to stock up on food? I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have much in stock right now, but I'll be getting a new delivery soon.
He can't keep anything to himself. Don't tell this to anyone.
Was that bathroom?
From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command.
Yeah.
Show me your wares.
He has Amulet of Life for reasons.
Things like that. He simply talks too much.
Like, I sell food and one lone Amulet of Life.
How's it going?
You're not from around here, are you? Never mind. Neither am I.
Where did you hang around before?
In the woods, hunting scavengers and wolves, together with some hunters. But I gave it up. These are dangerous times. There's a lot of riffraff running around out there.
Where can I find the other hunters?
We had our camp outside near the tavern halfway to Onar's farm. But I don't know whether there's anyone left in the camp now. There used to be 2 of us here in town, until a few days ago. My friend Trokar is an excellent hunter.
Shh! We're listening about exposition.
So, where is your friend Trokar now?
Well, it's a curious story. Only a few days ago, we were both standing at the bar in Corrigan's tavern, discussing the hunt. Don't ask me what happened next. I had had a few by then. I vaguely remember Trokar saying that he was going out to get a few swamp weed reefers. He never came back.
Where does one get swamp weed reefers?
Somewhere down at the harbor as far as I know.
Didn't you go looking for him?
No, but I reported it to the militia. But they haven't been able to find him yet. I hope he didn't get attacked by a wolf, or worse. I'm afraid that I'll stumble over his body someday when I'm out hunting. I don't think I could bear that.
What was that sound? Did you hear that?
Hear ye, inhabitants of...
Yeah.
By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree
What are you doing
is
here?
hereby enacted.
I'm a novice from the
Due
monastery.
To the general situation,
I run errands for the
forest
magicians
and
and
wilderness
also the
near
paladins.
The city are to be
I
avoided
have
for your
provided
own
the 3
protection.
innkeepers in the city with wine
any
from the
contact
monastery.
with the rebelling peasantry in the surrounding areas is strictly forbidden.
What can you tell me about the monastery?
We novices seek enlightenment in prayer to Innos and learn the principles of faith from the magicians. We serve them as we serve Innos and prepare ourselves for the union with the fire.
Who are the 3 innkeepers?
One of them is the good man here behind the bar. Then there is Karagon, who has his tavern on the Temple Square, and Cardiff, the owner of the tavern in the Harbor District.
I'm still confused about the water pipes guy. Oh, the water pipes guy.
How strange.
Found it.
It seems to me that I have met you before, traveler. Well, great are the mysteries of time and space. Oh, please forgive my rudeness, son of patience. I have not even greeted you yet. Welcome, friend. Take a seat on my humble rugs and enjoy a pipe in peace.
Who are you?
My name is Abu Jin ibn Jadir ibn Omar Khalid bin Haji al-Sharidi. I am a seer and a prophet, an astrologer and a purveyor of tobacco.
What kind of tobacco do you offer?
My pipes are filled with spicy, refreshing apple tobacco. Help yourself whenever you want, son of adventure.
Do you have other tobacco as well?
I offer only the very best tobacco. This apple blend is a symphony from my homeland, the Southern Isles. But of course, I'm always open to trying a different sort of tobacco. If somebody should succeed in producing a really good tobacco.
How's that done?
Start with my apple tobacco as a basis, and then try combining it with another ingredient. This is done at an alchemist's bench, provided you know the essentials of alchemy.
Where can I get apple tobacco?
I shall give you 2 portions. It is up to you, in your wisdom, to do with them whatever you want. If you crave more, then direct your steps towards Zuris, the master of potions. He produces this tobacco, and he sells it too.
Can you make me a prophecy?
My services are yours for a modest fee. Oh, father of generosity.
How much do you want?
For a paltry 25 coins. I shall risk a glance through time for you. But remember, the future is always uncertain. All I can do is glimpse some fragments of time.
Well, let's entertain ourselves. And it would be a pretty piss-poor vape shop if all it sold was one flavor.
Tell me about the future.
All right, seeker of knowledge. I shall now enter a state of trance. Are you ready? Orcs. They are guarding an entry, an old tunnel, the Valley of Mines, men in shining armor. A magician. Your friend is with them. He is waiting for you. Fire! An attack! A mighty creature. The flames, many shall die. What is that? A city. Ruins. Quarhodron in Jarkandar. He is summoned. Quarhodron in Jarkandar. I'm sorry. The vision is over. There's nothing more I can see.
Can you make me another prophecy?
Oh, son of the mysterious future. It is not within my power to lift the veil of time. Only when time sends me another omen shall I be able to see for you again.
When will that be?
When the future has become present, and you have continued your journey.
God, that sounds so much like go and do the main story, you fucker.
Inhabitants of Khorinis, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the
Let's
following
see.
decree is hereby enacted.
Current quests. Come back for the prophecies.
From this moment on,
Okay, so we're gonna go to harbor and be looking for weed.
command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have marshals
That's an open secret.
are herewith urged to join the royal militia.
Everybody knows by now. Don't tell this to anyone.
Oh, you mean that brothel that we visited the last time?
And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute. And
Now that's typical, isn't it? These are bad times.
Do you know of any weed packets?
What do you want?
I wanted to have a look around here.
And where exactly are you headed?
Don't tell this to anyone. He'd better shut up.
He knows nothing about weed.
That's what I've always said. Go away, don't tell me that. Don't tell this to anyone. Everybody knows by now. Who says things like that?
Nothing's ever gonna change. That's no secret.
Yeah?
I haven't seen it with my
That will never.
I am totally not police.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Hey, it's time to hit the road.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I need a weapon, so come back to the barracks.
Damn it, your weapon can wait. Damn. Okay, I'm coming already. But when you report back to Andre, don't tell him I was here.
I'm busy.
With what? Your client has just left. You may as well take another. I'm trying to collect them all. Including all sexually transmitted diseases. It's like a badge of honor of collections.
I'm not touching that.
Why haven't I heard about this before? You listened to the wrong people.
I've heard a thing or two.
It was just like you said.
I don't suppose there's any weed this way.
The path of virtue is long and rough.
Well, whatever is this way, there's some people in here and that's never too good.
Hey. You're a fisherman?
Now, how did you ever guess that? Can't you simply leave me alone? Don't take it personally, but I haven't been too happy with the militia lately.
Trouble with the militia?
Last week, they made off with my entire catch. It's for a good cause, they said. I know that everybody's gotta fend for himself since the farmers have stopped trading. And of course, sometimes people just go hungry. Small wonder that they're snatching the fish from right under my nose. But if they keep doing this, I won't even have enough to feed myself.
Okay, I won't ask a guy named Martin anything.
Maybe I can help you.
I don't know. I suppose you'd have to know somebody from the militia who has connections to the paladins. The paladins will hardly buy the fish from me.
I shall see what I can do. So, how are the fish biting?
I've seen better times. Too little to live on, too much to die.
So, how are the fish biting?
Yeah, okay. So he wants me to talk to the militia and ask them can they like start buying stuff from him. In the meantime, I'll just take some fish. And a clam. That's pretty nice water. It's like I'm no better. Instead of buying stuff, I just go, oh yeah, hey look, some fish. Ban!
What with?
That was a really epic music for a pan. The game is all like, da-da! Pan! No! No! Fish soup, that's in front of you, not the bed. I just take it as a legendary way of telling me that I just found the pan.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
I wanted to...
There's nothing here to see. Now move along.
That sounds really suspicious. God damn it, sound from that side is amazing.
What's up?
If you don't have anything more important to say, then just beat it.
Why? I mean, you're not doing very important stuff. You're just standing at the end of the harbor. Okay, behind the boxes we'll go. There's more than one crane? Ow!
Khorinis.
What is that noise? Okay, that's just grass. Oh, maybe it was plants.
For Inos.
How would they not notice would be my question. I'm really bad at this. I think we're gonna leave the crane jumping. Like, they're directly staring at it. Most definitely should see, right? Fish, fish, fish. Fish! And the lizard. Oh, god damn it! Wrong button again. Do not ever place new game at that menu. Especially with an intro like this. I'm navigating with the scroll wheel for this menu. It gets, interesting. Fireball worked really well. But I think after the fireball, I should actually, like, take out my sword. Arrow keys don't always like me. God damn it! I hate that you can't block beasts. It's kind of like those chargy thingies in Gothic 1. You did really need to time it. Yay! Lots of experience for that one. Okay, nearly done eating my inventory. This is gonna become the Mushroom Simulator 2.0.
Nothing to plunder.
Where in the first game, instead of like using good healing potions to reserve them, I just ate mushrooms. Even when they would heal like 1 HP. I was all like, no! Mushrooms! That's the important bit. Ooh! Well, there isn't that much in here on its own. But that was pretty nice XP for just kicking his ass. Ooh! No! It needs more strength than what we have.
Nothing there.
I kind of feel like I joined the militia, and what did you do then? Went around looting and hooting. I may as well have joined the band of pirates. That way? What did I miss? What boxes? Oh. That used to be currency. So I feel like that should be the new catchphrase on Twitch. Join me in Gothic 2, where we're just looting and hooting. At some point, we may even attempt katooting. If only Xardas has teleported me out with all my ore, eh?
I couldn't care less.
I never knew that.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
I used to say that myself. That will never change.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't I have at least gotten that one back?
It was just like you said.
Yeah, when you said that Martin is like surrounded by just a gang of things, then I thought that he would be here.
What's up here then?
This is the provisions store of the Royal Guard of the Paladins.
All the crates still there?
Go ahead and laugh at me. You stand on the pier all day and try to watch over all the chaos. The Paladins drag so much rubbish along that it isn't funny.
I can't ask him anything else except can he sell me his stuff. I'll try saving.
Can you sell me any of the Paladin stuff?
You want to buy? Let's say that if you could compensate me for the trouble that will arise from the Paladins' things wandering off, then we might be able to do business.
Does that happen often? Things going astray?
As long as the provisions master says that everything is right, no.
I see. Farum the fisherman has problems with the militia. The boys are constantly stealing from him.
And what do I have to do with it?
You have a certain amount of influence up here with the Paladins. Farum needs your protection. He's willing to give you a part of his catch for it.
I see what you mean. Fish. As if I didn't have enough crap to deal with. Tell your pal he should come to me and tell me exactly what's up with the militia. I'll take care of it.
Yay! Yoo-hoo, Martin! I'm organizing some of my XP!
That's the first I've heard of it.
And there's more, believe me. No idea. You tell me.
You hardly know who to believe.
I kinda wish and not wish at the exact same time for a sprint button. On one way, I could travel a lot faster. On another way, pressing sprint and being exhausted and pressing sprint and being exhausted would get really, exhausting after a while. I mean, I can't just start hopping forwards. Tactic that would only help me if I was actually speedrunning. I think this is where he was, no? No. You mean that GPS that is my head? Where is the fisher boy? Oh wait, that way. I got stuck in the wall. I did see some knotweed somewhere though. It came up on my screen. Knotweed.
Hey! I know how to resolve your trouble with the militia.
And how would that be?
I'm not here often enough to keep a constant vigil on your fish, but I know someone who could do just that. Martin, the provisions master of the paladins, wants to hear your story about the militia and the fish.
And you think he can make the militia leave me alone?
At least that's what he said.
Great, thank you. I cannot give you much, but wait. I found this strange blue stone on one of the islands off the coast of Khorinis. I don't think it's worth a whole lot, but someone like you will certainly find a use for it.
I like how aquamarine, like, received was all one word. Just aquamarine received. Okay, we still have 140 points until we level up again. But we won't have enough skill points to get to 60 dexterity with one level up.
Justice will prevail in the end.
You don't have to talk.
You don't say.
That was no big deal.
And he works all day, too.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the sea.
That's not what I heard.
Couldn't care less.
Can you tell me something about those missing people?
Missing people? This is a harbor, pal. Things like that are bound to happen. The sea is treacherous and bound to claim a life now and then. Captains of large vessels will always sign on new sailors in a large seaport such as Khorinis to complete their cruise. And if they don't find any volunteers, some people may get dragged off against their will, and then they're gone.
If I hadn't seen it with my own
He
eyes.
doesn't see that, I can't.
What ship would that have been?
Good question. Not many ships have come into Khorinis lately.
Not what I heard.
That is true.
Prevail in the end.
I don't
Do you know of anyone who's gone missing?
No idea. Ask the shipbuilders.
Business.
Are you missing someone?
My husband.
Me? No.
And he works all day, too.
Listen to the wrong people.
That's what I've always
It was
said.
his decision, wasn't it?
Okay, so now the biggest question is who builds the ships?
Someone's got.
We know of one paladin ship,
Someone's.
but I'm not too sure that paladins would have stolen people off the harbor.
Do you really think?
Hey,
You're in the militia now. I'm gonna laugh myself sick. A former convict in the militia. Only you could pull something like that.
Nobody ever asks.
Well, he likes me. It's like, God, this is such a funny story.
hey, you!
Better watch out.
Oh, you landlubber. Looks like you're stranded here. You look a bit pale around the gills. Never mind, my lad.
Let's wait and see what
All you need is a good stiff sea breeze.
What are you doing here?
Back when I was a young man, I went to sea and rode through many a big storm.
Many years ago, I settled here and took care of Khorinis lighthouse for a very long time.
No big deal, not at all. But that old tower came closest to what I call a home. I haven't been up there in ages.
Why not?
Ever since these scallywags took over my lighthouse, I haven't dared get closer to it than 20 feet. Really bad rabble, that. They're criminals from the Valley of Mind, you know. There was this big bang on the other side of the mountains, and they swarmed all over the land like flies. Now they're hiding out everywhere, even in my lighthouse. I think they're on the lookout for any ship they can raid. Ah, let them. Then at least they'd be out of my tower.
Do you come to town often?
I always say a town is only as good as its harbor. A harbor is the gate to the world. That's where everyone meets and where everything starts. Once the harbor goes to the dogs, the rest of the city will follow soon.
I don't even know where it is.
Hey! What are you doing here?
I'm building a ship because I want to get out of here as fast as I can. But the way it looks right now, this ship will never be finished.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Soon the orcs will come and burn down the city.
What makes you think that?
Boy, have you noticed the paladins running around everywhere? Why do you think they're here? I tell you, they're here because the orcs will attack soon, and that won't be pretty.
Why can't you finish your ship?
Oh, we have thousands of problems. The hull still isn't stable, and it's still missing a lot of boards. But I have hardly any gold left to buy new material with, and the last delivery had bugs in it. My boys don't work productively. One wants a fast ship above all else, the other one is worried about the figurehead. As if we didn't have more important things to do. Also, one of my people is simply not showing up for work anymore. I'm beginning to fear that this will delay the construction even more.
Not that one of your people has gone missing.
You're one worker short?
Yes. His name's Monty. He's vanished into thin air. That lazy pig is probably living the high life on a farm somewhere. I should never have paid him in advance.
I've heard that other people have gone missing too.
Just what I'm saying. That's where the evil starts. Farum the fisherman told me something similar. His buddy William is no longer around. I bet that the orcs are behind all this.
What, orcs are kidnapping random people?
When was the last time you saw Monty?
He hasn't bothered to show up for work for at least 2 days.
He hasn't bothered or he can't show up for work? There's differences.
You somehow?
Yes, you can. Find out what the paladins are planning. I want to know why they're here. And I have to know if the orcs will attack and how far from the city they are. One of the bastards was even seen outside the city. Just bring me all the information you can get. I need to know how much time I have left to finish the boat.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down our necks and you're asking about the harbor?
I only wanted to...
The biggest problem we have is that there aren't enough ships in the harbor to get us out of here. To be honest, there's only one ship here, and that belongs to the paladins. They certainly won't let us get out of here with that.
Hey, you!
They said that the shipbuilders know all about all of the ships, right?
What can you tell me about this area?
You are now in the harbor district. Where do you want to go?
Thanks, that's all I wanted to know.
But it doesn't seem like they have too important things to say. They can be quite nice glorified guides and stuff, but still. Ooh, ships. I mean, why not to take just one of those dinghies?
Let's wait and see what happens.
Nobody will learn anything from me. Is it true that some townspeople have simply vanished?
So I've heard, but I'm not sure whether it's really true. Just look around you. Does this rat hole look like the place where you want to spend your golden years? Small wonder that people are getting themselves out of here.
What are you doing here?
My name is Brahim. I draw maps and sell them. Since you're new here, maybe you could use a map of the city? It's quite affordable and very useful until you know your way around.
Show me your maps.
I like me a good map.
Some problem solve themselves. I'm no better off myself.
No.
Is it really true?
Oh, I do now have a city map.
He should have known.
Come back again later. I'm sure to have something new for you then.
That was obvious all along.
Ooh.
That's nothing new.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
There's some citizens in here. Oh, that doesn't seem good. A bunch of people standing around something, that can't be good.
What do you know about the war against the orcs?
There's not much to tell. The war's been going on for too long. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly.
You learn something new every day!
Too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
What are you doing here?
This is my home. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. And right here, behind the warehouse in the harbor district. Home sweet home.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed, no bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So if you quit, I win. The stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. If not, well, then your money is down the drain. Got it?
Yep. You live behind the warehouse?
It's only temporary. When you have as much gold as I do, you can afford a little luxury. I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that bunch to seek my fortune in adventure. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold pieces went to the guards at the city gate, so I'm seeing to it that I come into money again. I even had to sell my sword.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
Yeah, I wanna save and I wanna attempt to battle this dude.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis. By the
I want to fight against you.
Do you have 50 gold pieces?
Decree is hereby enacted.
Here you are.
We have a new challenger. The bets are placed. Are you ready?
Come here.
Then let's see what you can do.
The Honorable Lord, every inhabitant of Khorinis who is guilty of a crime.
Get him!
Now!
Give it your all.
Finish him! That's the ticket.
I feel like I'm a bit stuck.
Give it your all.
Not bad.
Mine! Oh.
Nothing to plunder.
Ah, my head. Oh man, you packed quite a punch. I see you already took your gold. You could have waited until I gave it to you. I keep my word. And one more thing, no one talks about what goes on behind the warehouse.
The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest sense in order to prevent unauthorized entry.
I wanna eat up my fish and see if he fights me again even. I do like money. And he gave me some XP for winning, so that was nice.
I want to fight against you.
Nah. Before I go up against you again, I need a better weapon. I had to sell my sword a few days ago. With that, baby, I'm unbeatable. If you get it back from me, I'll take you on again.
Okay, so I should just get a sword from the marketplace.
Hey, you!
Okay, so she acts just as the ship workers do, meaning a glorified guide.
By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following
Boy, that lunatic's hammering is wearing me down.
Who are you talking about?
Can't you hear that hammering? Who do you think hammers all day long in the Harbor District? I mean that lunatic felon. He takes the hammer to his hut every day.
Are those your sheep?
The only one that belongs to me is the one that answers to the name of Lucy. That's my wife, Lucy. The sheep belong to the militia. All the sheep they collect from the farmers, they bring to me.
And how are the sheep?
Felon's hammering is going to drive them crazy.
Hey, Papa Sponge.
These days, they'll go completely to pieces.
I could take care of Felon.
You want to help me? What's in it for you?
XP!
Tell me.
Oh, that's how it is. All right, if you can get him to stop hammering, I'll pay you 25 gold pieces. But I'll tell you one thing right now. You can't talk to the guy. He's nuts. The only thing that will help is a few decent punches.
I'll see what I can do.
You can think about it. Remember, I'll pay you 25 gold coins.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis, by the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen.
The last word that you used got, like, censored.
Hey, you! Why are you hammering?
For days now, I've been desperately trying to fix the leaks in my house. The rafters have been crumbling away ever since we had those rainfalls recently. Soon everything's gonna come down around my ears.
Hey! Could you stop hammering?
No, I have to finish this.
I'll give you 10 gold pieces if you stop that hammering.
Hey, that's very generous of you. But as to your gold, you can... well, you know what you can do with it.
Just quit hammering, okay?
Just try not to bug me too much, okay?
Stop that hammering or I'll break every bone in your body.
Forget it, or I'll knock some sense into your head with my hammer.
Hey, you! Hey! Hello? Are you feeling quite well?
Fine, just as long as I manage to get all this repaired in time.
To be fair, his hut is like fairly crumbly apart.
Oh my god. Ah, fight!
I like how they're like, ooh, fighting!
Let him have it. Give him what for. Give him what for. Whack him.
God.
I want to get all of his hammers. He won't be hammering anymore. The thing is, poor dude though, because his house did look like it was falling apart.
And how are the sheep?
Felon's hammering is going to drive them crazy. One of these days, they'll go completely to pieces.
Okay, I'll wait for him to stand up to see if I can talk to him. For he no longer has a hammer. My game sometimes thinks that it's focusing on a target.
Hey, you!
Okay, so you beat me. Some heroic deed that was.
Will you stop hammering now, or do I have to thrash you again?
No, don't hit me anymore. I'll stop. But if everything collapses around here, it'll be your fault.
Well, at least we got to stop him from hammering. But what was he even hammering with? His fist?
Felon will hammer no longer.
Hear that? No more hammering. At last, I thought the fellow would never quit.
You've done me a huge favor. You know what? I'll give you 30 gold pieces.
So that's the guy that will hammer no more. That sounds to me like you just told me. Ooh, honey. Who keeps honey on a rooftop? What for? You know, it's funny, I've heard that Outward has a very similar thing where you can just find lots of stuff on the rooftop. In my house! Inside a cupboard! I believe that is called giving hints. I shall take it. I think I need something to like use the thing, don't I? Like a little thing to put stuff into.
Hey, you!
I refuse to instruct you any further as long as you are accused of a crime in town. Go to Lord Andre and set matters right again.
Yeah, I still need a lab flask, and apparently I'm accused of a crime.
What do you know about the bandits?
They've all come from that blasted mining colony. But there are several splinter groups. Some are holed up in the mountains, and others have joined up with Ona, the landowner. But it's the bandits outside of town who cause the most problems. They're the reason that none of the merchants venture beyond the city gates now.
Where did the bandits who had my wanted
Did I?
poster come from?
I just took my gold.
Landowner's place. But they didn't look like Onar's people. I think they're part of a smaller group which is holed up in the mountains near Onar's farm. But if you intend to go there, let me warn you. Those cutthroats make short work of everyone.
I'll remember that.
Well, first I need to remember where Andre was. Oh! I was just trying to make the hammering stop. Do you think he will buy that excuse?
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
He should have known that.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Where's Andre, though?
It is one thing if you brawl with the rabble in the harbor, but when you attack citizens or the king's soldiers, I must bring you to justice. If I let you get away with it, soon everyone here will do whatever he wishes. So, you will pay an appropriate penalty, and the matter will be forgotten.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
Aww.
I want to pay the penalty.
Good. I shall see to it that everyone in the city learns of it. That will restore your reputation to some degree.
I've managed to track down Peck.
Yes, he's already back at his post and going about his duty. Where did you find him?
He crossed my path in town.
All right. Then go to him and get yourself a weapon.
Okay, so now I just need to see Peck. Is that him?
I've come to get myself a weapon.
Well, look who's here. Our new comrade. And he wants a sword. You didn't tell Andre I was in the Red Lantern. You seem to be okay. Here, take your sword. It's the best that I have. If you want a better weapon, then go to the merchants in the market.
So let's see. I mean, it's not bad. I don't have the strength to wield it though. But he did nicely just like give it to me and didn't create a fuss about it.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
I'm no better off myself. But no, he insisted he knew better. I could have told you that before.
That's an open secret.
You really believe that?
If I figure out how to sell things, yes.
It's a bad business.
I've heard a thing or two.
There's more, believe me.
The thing is, I don't have any flasks.
Get out of my bed!
What with?
I couldn't find where to buy
I
them.
know nothing about picking locks.
Just like you said. This is the first I've heard of it. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That's terrible.
I'm no better off myself.
Someone's
That's a tavern.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Don't remember where I slept though.
He really should have known better.
Why did you pick that up then?
But no, he insisted he knew better.
He can't keep anything to himself.
That's been known for a long time.
Who's staying here at the moment?
Almost all of them are traveling traders from the market.
Aha!
Don't even think about messing with their stuff. I don't want any trouble here.
I have a few questions about the city. Where can I buy something around here?
The market is directly in front of the door. You should be able to find everything there. There are a few more shops and craftsmen on the other side of town. Most of them are near the other city gate. Also, there's a fishmonger in the harbor district. His shop is right at the harbor. He's easy to find.
Well, she doesn't have flasks. She doesn't let me to ask her about flasks. So there's that.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis.
Yeah? I've never been at the alchemist from the harbor. Suppose it's a good time to visit him, eh?
I don't believe that. You don't say.
I am Hagen, the weapons dealer. Every man should carry a weapon these days, especially when venturing outside of the city walls.
That's not what my husband thinks. Who says things like that?
What do you know about the disappearances of the citizens of Khorinis?
I have seen many pass through the eastern city gate. Some of those who came I had never seen before in my life. And many of those who went out never came back. But what happened the other day was really quite strange. There was this fellow who came here. I think his name is Joe. He bragged that he would soon come into some serious money. He claimed that he knew how to get into one of the city towers where the militia keep their arms. I haven't seen him since, even though I used to bump into him around the same time every day. I reported this to the militia. I thought that maybe he had been caught and thrown into the dungeon. But Lord Andre had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't even know the fella.
But that's terrible.
Well, that's interesting.
Someone's gotta do the work.
Show me your wares.
And he works all day too.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
That's an open secret.
Here's a short bow.
If I hadn't seen it with my own
and a couple daggers. And a poker.
Terrible. He had better shut up.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Some branches. You short swords.
Hey.
You can have this one too.
These are bad times.
Couple of these.
He had better shut up.
Many of that.
But that's terrible.
I don't believe that.
You don't say.
That's an open secret.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
You think this is his sword?
He can't keep anything to himself.
That's not what I heard.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Yeah.
That's an open secret.
You don't say.
Well, in anyways, I should actually go and start making dinner. That includes the marinade for it, so I may be running late with that.
Don't tell this to anyone.
But when we come back, hopefully tomorrow, because my interview is like at 11 a.m.
These are bad.
We're gonna continue with the side quests, so thank you for sidetracking with me. And hopefully see you tomorrow.
Really? How interesting.
Yeah, we'll check out Jura when I come back.